Good morning, everybody. I want to thank Audrey and the organizers of this event for inviting me to be here today to talk about my passion, the lucky ironfish. It's my first time spending a few days in Taiwan, and I can already say that it's a wonderful country, lots of greenery, and I'm very much appreciating the warm weather coming from Canada. So as Audrey said, I'm going to spend some time to talk about the social enterprise Lucky Ironfish, but I have reserved some time at the end, hopefully ample time, where you can ask any questions. I understand this is being broadcast as well, so if you would like to submit a question for Audrey to read, please do so. Or if you have anything you want to say on social media, you can tag us at Lucky Ironfish on both Twitter and Facebook. So I'm going to start off by showing you this image. This is an image of a mother in Kenya. She lives a very typical life. She takes care of her kids. She works. She prepares meals for her food every day. But she has difficulty doing this because she suffers from iron deficiency. Now, this mother could be in Kenya, could be in Toronto, New York, or even Taiwan, because iron deficiency is a massive global issue. Signs and symptoms of iron deficiency can range from dizziness to fatigue, but it can cause some much more severe health complications, including child mortality and increased susceptibility to bleeding. And in severe cases, iron deficiency and anemia can lead to death. Iron deficiency mainly impacts women of reproductive age and children, like that was in the image before. It limits your cognitive development for newborn babies, so it prevents the brain to actually grow to its full potential. It causes a 20% reduction in work output or ability to concentrate in school. And the World Bank has actually estimated that this takes $70 billion a year out of the global economy. Now, iron is very important. Iron develops hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is what carries oxygen around your body. Without the red blood cells, without hemoglobin, your body is not going to get oxygen, and that's what's going to cause all of those serious consequences. Now, iron deficiency and anemia can be caused by a variety of things, but mainly it's caused, or the root issue, is a lack of iron in the diet. Now, you can have a lack of iron in the diet because you can't afford nutritious food, so it mainly does impact low-income households. But also a meatless diet. So if you're a vegetarian or a vegan, you're much more likely to have iron deficiency. The Copenhagen Consensus, which is a group of economists and academics who get together every 4 years, in Copenhagen, have said that iron deficiency is the #1 challenge facing the world, both in terms of health and economic impact. Now, they made this first proclamation in the year 2000, and they have made it every 4 years since. This is a map of the world indicating iron deficiency rates globally. It's been provided by the World Health Organization, and what it shows is the deeper the color, the higher the rates of iron deficiency. So the map does show that iron deficiency is predominantly seen in the developing world. But for me, what is incredible is when you look at the gray areas, countries that are not significant in iron deficiency, the rates can still be as high as 20%. 20% of Canada, where I'm from, has iron deficiency. And I just read this morning that about 15% of people in Taiwan have iron deficiency. So this truly is a massive global problem impacting 1/3 of the world's population. The current main treatment for iron deficiency are iron supplement pills. Now, I want to do a bit of a poll. If you feel comfortable, raise your hand if you have or know someone who has iron deficiency. I've had it before, so a few people. Now, raise your hand if you would like to take daily iron supplements. Take these big pills every day. No one. Iron supplements are currently failing to address the issue of iron deficiency. Since the year 2000, since the Copenhagen Consensus made that proclamation, iron deficiency has gone up by 10%, and spending on iron deficiency has gone up by 20%. So we are spending billions of dollars on a problem that's only getting worse. We need a simple solution for this complex global problem. We need the lucky ironfish. This is the lucky ironfish. It's small, it fits in the palm of my hand, but it is having a truly profound impact around the world. So how does it work? Well, the lucky ironfish is a simple cooking tool. All you have to do is add the lucky ironfish to your cooking pot, boil it for 10 minutes, and that's it. Doing this can provide a family with their daily portion of iron. It naturally fortifies the food, it doesn't change the taste, color, or smell, and so it's an at-home fortification tool. Now, lucky ironfish can be used in a variety of ways. You can make water with it that you can put in juice or smoothies. You can add it when you're making soups or curries, and you can even use it when you're cooking grains like rice or quinoa. We actually have a lot of mothers who use a lucky ironfish who say that their kids hate taking pills. So they secretly make juice with it in the morning, and the kids don't realize that they're drinking iron-fortified juice. So lucky ironfish is a novel solution. It's made with specially designed electrolytic iron. Now what this means is it's a very fine, very tiny sized iron particle that the body can easily absorb. It needs to have some sort of acidity in the food, but that could be lemon, lime, tomato, curry, mango, anything like that. As I mentioned, it does not change the taste, color, or smell of the liquid it's cooked in, and 9 out of 10 people, when doing a blind test, can't even tell that the lucky ironfish has been used. Now, on the surface of the lucky ironfish, you'll see a symbol. Now, when I started the company, I was in Cambodia, and we came up with the name lucky ironfish, but that did not translate very well. It was very long, and it was hard to market. But I also realized that families kept calling it the same thing. And when I asked my translator, what does that mean? And he said, oh, they're calling it the heavy black fish. Now, the heavy black fish does not really sound like a health innovation. And so what we did was we put the word la'al, which means good, on the surface of the fish. So now people call it the good fish. Now, the fish also has a very special smile. The lucky ironfish can be reused by an entire family for 5 years. What we have with the smile is that after 5 years of use, the smile fades away. So when your fish isn't happy anymore, that's when you have to trade it in to get a new one. The lucky ironfish is a low-cost, sustainable, and effective solution to combat iron deficiency. So why is it a fish? This is the most common question. Well, when we started in Cambodia, we were actually using iron blocks. And though those were scientifically effective, they were adding iron to the food, nobody wanted to cook with them. Women thought they looked like trash, like pieces of garbage we picked up in the scrap pile, and so they did not want to add it to their food. When we were giving them out, women actually were using them as doorstops and paperweights. But we didn't give up by this. We did some research and discovered that in Cambodian culture, the symbol of fish is a symbol of luck. And so women felt if they put a fish in their cooking pot, they would be lucky. Now what was great was when they used the fish, they got healthier, and they would say, oh, my kids are doing better in school. I'm not fainting anymore. It must be the luck of the fish. And so that's how the lucky ironfish was born. Now, though we started in Cambodia, Lucky Ironfish is now a global social enterprise. We provide the fish in over 66 countries around the world. And what's really great is the symbol of a fish works in all of those different markets. Fish have a lot of prominence in multiple religions and cultures, and at the end of the day, it makes sense to put a fish into your cooking pot. But there's one country where the lucky ironfish is not working, and it's a big one. It's India. With a massive vegetarian population, women are hesitant to put even a fake fish into their cooking pot. So, we've developed the lucky iron leaf. It's the exact same thing, but now we have a fish or a veg option. The lucky ironfish has been recognized globally by multiple organizations and news outlets. We received Forbes 30 Under 30, EY Social Enterprise of the Year, the Muhammad Ali Humanitarian Award, and Maclean's magazine said the lucky ironfish as one of 5 innovations that is changing the world. Now, we have some big fans of the lucky ironfish. We call them fish fans. Just to name a few, we have President Bill Clinton, his daughter Chelsea Clinton, and a Canadian Olympian, Sarah Wells. Not pictured are Alec Baldwin, who has a lucky ironfish, President Obama, but I think the biggest fish fan we have is Oprah. Oprah said the lucky ironfish was off the hook, and we have to agree. So let's compare the lucky ironfish to those supplements that we talked about earlier. In developing countries like Cambodia, iron supplements can cost $675 for 5 years for a family, and they have a compliance rate of about 32%. So if you give away 100 pills to 100 people, only 32 people will actually take them. Now, the lucky ironfish costs less than $10. It can be reused by everybody in the family for 5 years. And our trials have shown a compliance rate of 92%. So not only is lucky ironfish astronomically cheaper, it's also more effective because more people are using it. Now, lucky ironfish isn't just available in developing markets like Cambodia. We sell the fish globally. In fact, North American and Australian purchasers are our #1 market. And why is that? So iron supplements in developed countries can cost as much as $8,000 per person for 5 years. They also have terrible side effects, so people don't want to take them even if they're spending all of that money on them. We sell the lucky ironfish for $25. Again, it can be reused by the entire family for 5 years, and there are no demonstrated side effects when using the lucky ironfish. As a company, the lucky ironfish is based on science and built on values. Now, the lucky ironfish has been clinically proven. I did my PhD on the lucky ironfish. We have 2 other PhD students who have worked on it, multiple master students, who have conducted over 7 clinical trials around the world, including Cambodia, Guatemala, Dominican Republic, India, and most recently, the United Kingdom. We're also continuing to do research looking at how iron deficiency can impact marginalized populations, including those with HIV or malaria. But this is where my passion comes in. It's the values of the company. Lucky Ironfish has a commitment to embed a social impact in every aspect of the business. Now, just to name a few, it's produced in an environmentally sustainable way in environmentally high standard factories in both Canada and India. Our packaging is FSC certified, so it's made by recycled material and with vegetable dye ink. Our tag-along products, like our cleaning oil, are made with organic products. And we also do various things throughout the year within the company. You might have read in the news that Canada took in a great number of Syrian refugees a few years ago. The lucky ironfish is always very busy during the holidays because it makes a great gift, so we always have to bring on more staff. So we hired a team of Syrian refugees to come work for Lucky Ironfish. And what's great is that the one pictured here actually left and made his own business in the city of Guelph selling socks, so that someone actually worked for Lucky Ironfish and is now a job creator in the community. We partner with NGOs and nonprofits around the world to do education not just about the lucky ironfish, but also proper nutrition and healthy eating. And we try and find localized opportunities as well. The last image is a palm leaf box that we use in Cambodia. I didn't want to use plastic boxes. There was a lot of litter where I was in Cambodia. So we developed this palm leaf box that's made from biodegradable, recycled palm leaves. And it's produced by a cooperative that hires Cambodians living with disabilities, many of whom are landmine victims. When we started, we employed 5 women in this NGO. We now employ over 70 women who are producing these packages. All of these aspects for the company have made Lucky Ironfish a certified B Corporation, or benefit corporation. B Corps have rankings that they give you to qualify to be a B Corp. And what we're really proud of is since our inception, Lucky Ironfish has ranked in the top 10% of B Corps internationally, giving us a Best for the World certification. Now, this is, I think, the biggest way we have an impact in the company, and this is our buy one, give one model. Every fish we sell globally, online, on Amazon, or in retail, we commit to donate a fish to a family in need. In doing this, we have provided over 170,000 units for free, helping 780,000 people around the world. So the impact is truly massive. Now we're also moving from selling individual lucky iron fish to selling the lucky iron fish in bulk. Some of the examples of organizations that we sell the fish to currently are CARE International, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Burberry, who wants to have a positive impact throughout their supply chain, World Vision, who we're running pilots with right now in Tanzania, the International Planned Parenthood Foundation, who help us distribute the fish on the ground, and Grand Challenges Canada. Now, it's our vision at Lucky Iron Fish to be the leaders in all aspects of iron deficiency. We want to be leaders not only in providing this simple solution, but also in diagnosing iron deficiency and doing research on iron deficiency. Current research practices are really struggled, and people have a lot of challenges running proper clinical trials. And they say iron deficiency is greatly underdiagnosed, and that 20% figure is actually much higher. And so Lucky Iron Fish is now rebranded Lucky Iron Fish Enterprise, or Life, and we want to provide solutions in all aspects of iron deficiency. Now, it's ultimately our goal to provide 1 million fish to 1 million families by the year 2020. And though we're on our way, we still need some help. So if any of you are looking to buy a cool gift, to promote a social enterprise, I can say that Lucky Iron Fish would make a great opportunity for that. Now, what I believe in with Lucky Iron Fish is that you don't have to have the social mission be the end result of your company. I'm a strong believer that businesses have a critical role to play in solving the Sustainable Development Goals. That's why it's my belief that businesses should embed social impact throughout their supply chain. It doesn't matter if you're a company like Lucky Iron Fish, looking at a health problem or looking at an environmental problem. You can be a food company like Danone or Ben & Jerry's, who are B Corps. You can be a bank like BDC or an accounting firm. Any business has the possibility of being a social enterprise. It's just how you embed that impact throughout your model. Now, it's our goal, as I said, to sell 1 million fish, and I believe working together, we can fulfill our goal and put a fish in every pot. So thank you very much, and I'm looking forward to answering all of your questions.